What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. If you have not watched the channel all week, this is what we did on Super Bowl Sunday. So Super Bowl Sunday alone, we went up more than 40 units in one day, and we cashed 5 4-mans in a row on Sunday. Such an insane day. One of our best days ever on the VIP and the free picks. These two top plays up here were actually straight from this YouTube channel, so completely free to you guys. This was last Wednesday's pick, and then this was actually Saturday morning's pick, where more than 2,000 of you guys watched the video. So I know a lot of you guys tailed this one here. Probably going to be the last day that I showed this, like all these screenshots on this slide here, because it's Wednesday now, and this is from Sunday. But again, such an amazing day on Sunday. I'll always remember the Super Bowl day. Yeah, we went up like 40 units alone that day, which is going to, we could literally pretty much miss every single slip this whole week, and we would still be up because of the Sunday, because of this one day alone, right? But that's not what we did, you guys. We still had a really, really great day, and we've still been stacking really great days since then. So this was yesterday. This is pretty much every play that I sent out, really. And we cashed a lot of discounts yesterday. Sleeper's been just spamming discounts. And then there's been a lot of tacos. Obviously, I think there were like 5 tacos yesterday. 2 of them missed, unfortunately. And then the three tacos that did hit, we're now 2 of 3 so far, and this Faker player still needs to play his game coming up tomorrow morning, or maybe tonight. But yeah, Erling Haaland, he went 5 shots, so we hit that. Kingen, we took him under deaths. Their team actually went 3-0, so they won all their games. So this guy rarely died. He only died 3 times. And then this was actually the YouTube play yesterday, you guys. We had Embiid over his taco, that hit, and then we had Santi Aldama to go over 9.5 points. This cashed within 4 minutes of him entering the game. Okay, so he's kind of like the 6th man. He came in. He goes 3 for 3 from 3, and then he cashes and gets a layup right there. So he got 11 points in the first quarter alone. Within like 4 minutes of him entering the game, he cashed this here. So really, really easy entry right there. Literally like before this game really even like started, this already hit. So that's great to see there. And then on Sleeper, we also I took 3 discounts yesterday. I think there were 4 in total. One of them was college basketball, and I kind of decided to stray away from it because it wasn't too great of a discount. Not sure if it hit or not, to be honest with you guys. But we did take 3 of these discounts, and then 2 of them did hit right here. You can see there was a Karl Anthony Towns discount. There was also Scotty Barnes. These both hit, and then we took Duran to go under and Colby White to go under. This game was an absolute blowout, Pistons Bulls. So these guys sat in the whole 4th quarter, so that's good because we took the unders. Been really liking unders in the NBA because of blowouts, right? Blowouts have been happening, and these teams take their players out because they don't want them to get hurt and they want them to rest, right? So that's why I've been taking a lot of unders in the NBA, and it's been working out really well. This one missed here, just want to show the misses, but yeah, that's fine. And then we also are set up going into today. Actually, this is happening at like 1 p.m. I think. So we're set up going to this game. We took Counter-Strike overs. This hit because it was a longer match, so more kills are going to happen in that game, which is exactly what happened. This was also, sorry, there's a lot of stuff going on, but this was also yesterday's YouTube play right here. So these 2 plays right here up in line are yesterday's YouTube play. So we hit one of them for 3x and then lost this one, unfortunately, but it was a 0 for 4. Okay, so it was an 0 for 4. I did kind of want to explain, just because I think this is a great teaching point, right? When something goes 0 for 4, that's actually great to see. I talked about it yesterday. If you guys want to like maybe refresh, go back to yesterday's video. Again, the guys who are really going to profit, the guys who really are in this game, you guys need to learn. You guys need to learn and kind of study this, because I do this, for hours and hours and hours a day of finding these picks. And this is really the whole strategy right here. So you can see we went 0 for 4. Again, I have no problem showing my losses at all. We had a great day on top of it, so that's completely fine. But right here, I wanted to show you guys, this was a longer game up here at the top. I told you guys we needed a shorter game. Longer game, these guys both go over. With Valorant and Counter-Strike, we either want them to go over together or under together. These guys end up going over. That's completely fine. That's how it works. That's how the game works. Longer games mean more kills. And then with League of Legends, I think this purple team right here is this purple team. I think their name's like Only Legend or something like that. Versus OMG. I told you guys we needed them to actually lose their game because I took the unders. I thought they were either going to get 0-3'd or 1-2. I thought they were maybe going to take 1 game. So win 1 game, lose 2 games. What happened is they won 2 games and lost 1 game. Okay, they lost the first game and then they lost the first game and then won the following 2 games. Okay, so these guys went over. So again, this was kind of the outcome right here. We had this first column. It was like a loss. Now, what can also happen is we can win the top two. If it was a shorter game, we could go like green up here, red down here, or we could go green down here, red up here. Or we could go green, right? Which is always what we want to see. We want to, obviously hit the slip. But again, this is what these, if that kind of makes sense, right? If it's like these are kind of the outcomes that could happen, right? It could either go like green, red, it can go red, green, or it can go green, green, or it can go red, red like we had. And this is what this entry was right here. But if it does go green, green, right? And you can see that these are in fourths, right? So every one of these has a fourth of a chance to hit, right? A fourth of a chance to hit all these. And because of that, if you guys, do the math, right? We're getting a 9x or 8.5x on a lot of these entries, or even 10x on a lot of these entries. So if you have a fourth of a chance to do all these things and you're getting a 9x entry, that's going to for sure work out in the long term. And you can see this is exactly what happened on Sunday when all of these things went green together. Even today when we're set up with this, you can see so far we're set up because the first half of it went green together because it was a longer game. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, like even though it was all red, that's great to see. We honestly want to see that because, I know it's kind of like you got to kind of shift the perspective of how you're looking at these things because it's not just about winning. It's about finding the correlation. That's at least our strategy. That's what we do on this channel. By the way, you guys, just to show you guys, I'm very big on correlation. I'm very big on transparency and tracking absolutely everything. So this is so far how much we're up on the VIP since May 17th of last year. That's when I started tracking it, just a random date. But we're close to 500 units so far on the VIP and this YouTube channel alone. We went up another like 10 units since the Super Bowl. We went up 40 units alone on the Super Bowl day on Super Bowl Sunday. Again, you can see very, very consistent growth. There's dips, there's peaks, there's valleys. That's how sports betting goes. But you can see we're very consistent over the long run. Late January, we actually had a really bad cold streak, but we're coming out of it for sure. Like we're already back out of it pretty much. Our all-time highs was right around like, I don't know why it says 524 because for the longest time it said like 510 or 505 or something. I think our all-time highs is around 505. So we're about like 10, 15, 20 units from all-time highs, which is great. So definitely like on the up and up, again, just stacking amazing days together. So let's get into the first play and then I'll show you guys how to get actually my VIP completely free today for 2 months, which is a huge thing that I'm doing, a huge promo, and you guys can actually get into my VIP. No cost to you whatsoever today for 2 months free. So 2 plays today. First play is going to be on Counter-Strike. I mentioned Counter-Strike, Valorant. It's correlated because of game length, okay? So the longer a game goes on, the more kills that are going to happen in the game. The shorter a game goes on, the less kills that are happen. So we saw yesterday's play on Valorant. It was a longer game, more kills happen. The setup we have with soccer today on the VIP was a longer game, so more kills happen, right? Sometimes it's a short game, sometimes it's a long game. Pretty much, I do all the research to try to find out if these are going to be longer games or shorter games based on the kill totals, based on the spreads and stuff like that. I think this should be a longer game. We do have I think it's Mongolian Counter-Strike that normally goes over Chinese Counter-Strike, Mongolian Counter-Strike. They're normally a little bit more aggressive. They normally have longer games. European Counter-Strike, on the other hand, they're a little bit more conservative. They play the game very structured, if that makes sense. But these players, these teams, they normally are a little bit more aggressive. I think this game could definitely be a longer game. So if this is a longer game, both of these guys are going to benefit, right? I talked about it yesterday. A rising tide kind of raises all boats. That's a great analogy. A longer game rises all kill totals, okay? So if this is a longer game, everyone's kill totals are going to go up because the longer the game is, the more rounds there are. Now, if this is a very short game, it's 1st to 13. So if it's very short, if one team just gets 13, the other team gets 0 rounds. These totals right here are pretty much guaranteed to go under, okay? So it's either going to go under together or over together. So hopefully that makes sense. That's why I'm taking this 2-man. This is what we do all the time on the VIP, you guys. Like you can see this graph. This graph right here, this is over 2,500 bets, okay? So much of this right here is from Counter-Strike, okay? So I did want to tell you guys that you guys can get 2 free months of my VIP today. The best way to do this is with Vivid Picks. All you guys have to do is text me the word picks right here to my number, and I will get you guys signed up for Vivid Picks. Yeah, that's all you guys really have to do is just text me, and I'll give you guys the instructions. My code is going to be detective with no caps. Make sure you put it in with no caps. Just send me a screenshot of when you put the code in, and then send me a screenshot of the $5 deposit that you do on Vivid Picks. But again, text me first so I give you guys the right instructions. I give you guys the right link and the right code and everything so you guys aren't like, I don't know, downloading random apps and stuff like that. So just text me. My number is right here. I'll respond within 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll get you guys within 2 free months of the VIP. So literally within 5 minutes of me telling you guys this and you guys watching this, you guys can be in the VIP for 2 whole months. That's going to be 60 days with literally like 5 minutes of work. So 5 minutes from now, you guys can get into the VIP. So definitely take advantage of that. All right, so second play then is going to be NBA promo boost right here, payout boost. So far, we're actually 2 for 2 of these on the year. So I don't know. They've sent out like 25% payout boosts, and I think we're either 2 for 2 or 3 of 3. I don't think we've missed one of these yet. So that's great to see. Definitely opt into this first. That's the whole reason why I'm taking this entry. I really wouldn't take this entry. I'd probably go with something like Counter-Strike or something if there wasn't a 30% payout boost, but there is, so that's why I'm taking it, okay? So I'm taking Luka to go under 14 rebounds plus assists, pretty much across the board on all other apps. He's at 13.5. Adding on to that, he did not look very good last game. He was also on a minute, I keep forgetting what it's called, but he was on a timer, right? So like they were reducing the amount of minutes he was played. Also, they absolutely blew out the Jazz last game within like the first quarter. First or second quarter, they're already up by like 35 points. So Luka sat the whole fourth quarter. So I told you guys in the NBA, they've really been doing this with these starters. They've been sitting them if they go up by like 25 points or more. So I think the Lakers could again blow out the Jazz, and I think Luka's probably going to sit. And I think that's obviously going to help his under because he's not going to be playing the whole game. Also, I think this is just a very crowded offense, right? You could take his under PRA if you want. I do like his rebounds, assists. I think it's just a crowded room right now, and Luka's averages, even though I think Luka's a great player, Luka's averages are probably going to go down by like 2 each. Probably like 2 rebounds each, 2 assists each. It's just a crowded room. Everyone in that team can rebound. Everyone in that team can assist. Obviously, LeBron's going to take up a lot of stats too. LeBron's just amazing. And then we're going to also take Desmond Bane to go under 10 first half points, okay? He has not hit this in the past 5 of his last 5 games. I think it's something like his last 9 of his last 10 games versus top 10 defenses. He has also not hit this. He's playing the Clippers. They're a really, really good defense. I think they're a top 5 defense. So they're a really good defense against points. Normally, they have very low-scoring games, so that's why I'm taking Desmond Bane to go under points right here. I will also say if any of these bump, I do like this too. I like Gobert over 11.5 points. I think the opposite could be true about this. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a close game. I know these plays, NBA plays, when I send them out, it's very frustrating, but a lot of times they'll bump within like 30 minutes, so that sucks. So if either of these have bumped, I would say, yeah, if either of these bump down by 0.5 points, I'd probably stray away from it and just fill it in with the Gobert right here at 11.5 over points. So hopefully all 3 of these don't bump. I mean, it's kind of the name of the game with PrizePicks. You're always chasing these lines because they're always going to try to bump them on you to get a little value on you. So definitely lock those in, you guys. Again, text me the word picks for more plays on my VIP, 2 free months of it, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.